But yeah, I really like Divinity's combat system because the turn-based system means you can... I mean, stuff like Fireball's effective. Like, if you see a group of enemies, you can hit them and it you know, it's just like, bam. This one's a little less. Not terrible, but it's, decidedly rougher. So we're gonna need more repair materials, probably. I'm just gonna beeline for the... I'm gonna beeline for the port. Okay, low rations. Oh, yeah, so it is. Alright, well, we got a lot of water. I need a better cook, probably. I guess I'm just gonna throw in the hardtack. Originally, I was staying away from the hardtack, but this time, this is fine. Okay, and let's head for Nekataka. Because we need some experience. And I'm probably just gonna board most boats. The ship-to-ship combat isn't terrible, but it's rough. Maybe once I understand what I'm doing and have some good cannons, but mostly it just seemed like it was a financial setback more than anything else. Heart of the Deadfire. Fire. Well, that was... sorry. My not accent comes through occasionally. Also, holy shit, this frame rate. And I'm running it... I think we might... this might be a hard stop, because this is, like, the main city. Oh, jeez. Nor... maybe we're fine now? It's up... no. Ugh. Alright, well, let's finish this conversation at least. As you walk down the dock, your approach is noted by a cadre of heavily armored Amawa. Their leaders briskly leads them to intercept you. Let's see. Godlike. Though the harbor master says nothing as she surveys you, you note a telltale sneer and a twitch of revulsion that are all too familiar.
You're far from home, farmer. How did you make it all this way in your little boat?
The Amawa cranes her neck to look along the hull of your ship. Her expression conveys equal portions of incredulity and pity.
Why do we gotta be farmers just because we're from Deerwood?
Are you a farmer?
Yeah, but you can't just assume. We got rabble-rousers, too.
As her attention returns to you, the Amawa's mood becomes more formal.
I'm the harbor master, Kauha. I must ask your reason for docking in Nekataka.
Bareth tasked me with finding Aethys. He's walking across the Deadfire, looking for Luminous Adra. The harbor master and women and men with her look at each other in shock and amusement.
Is that so? Well, Andra told me to protect the harbor, and Wodika herself signed the order. They would have had Gallowayne do it, but he was sick this morning.
The assembled guards roar with laughter and clap the harbor master on the back for a joke. Deep within you, you feel an uncomfortable roiling. You can't be certain if the sensation is physical or spiritual, but it immediately induces nausea and fills your ears with the sound of blood rushing through your head. Cutting through the din, you hear a familiar woman's voice speak. Each word comes slowly, falling with what sounds like the chiming of a small bell.
Show them. Show them what you are.
Concentrate on folding the edge of the in-between. You close your eyes and turn your mind inward, blocking out the sounds of the harbor and the menacing pack of guards. Soon, all you can hear is the rushing of blood in your head and muffled chime ringing somewhere far away.
Yes. Yes. That's it.
What's the matter with you? What are you doing? If you're trying to scare us with some cipher mischief, save the purple flames for the tribes of the Outer Islands.
The roar in your head begins to abate. The ringing of the chime becomes clear, rhythmic. 2 successive peals followed by a brief respite. You realize the chime is ringing in tandem with your heartbeat. You open your eyes. The harbor master is gesturing wildly, presumably to get your attention, yelling in your face. But you hear no words, only the ringing of the chime as your heart rate slows, and slows, and slows, and slows.
What? What is this?
Run for it! You
Sad.
got style, Cap. Worm-riddled, ship-sinking, flat fucking freaky style. Of course.
Okay, and the frame rate seems to have stabilized. That's weird. I wonder if the frame rate, it has something to do with like zooming out really far or whatever. Well, everything here is mine. Ooh, cannonballs. I'll take it. Yeah, it's a little choppy here. I was trying to look up if other people are having this problem, and they are, but not many of them. And as per usual, whenever I look up like, hey, are you having tech problems? A lot of people are like, this game's running perfectly fine. You get a better CPU, and it's like, I've got a Ryzen 7. Like, that shit should be good enough, but I guess not. But yeah, that was cool. I like that. Okay.
It is not as easy. Need a fresh jacket or pants? Something more delicate? If you have a frame, I can fit cloth to it without fuss. Take your
Let's see
time.
what you got.
I'll give you space to browse.
Okay, so he's got Bardwin's Cover, grants Steeled in Darkness. Probably don't care about too many of these things. Otherwise, Cloak of Deflection. Okay, you know what? I never actually did tack the cannon. I got some new stuff. I never actually bothered to equip. And a bunch of new stuff that I can sell. Got a fine wand. Well, I think my character actually is meant for wands now. So I'm probably gonna offload a bunch of the junk. We've got fine rapiers and a fine saber. What is this? A shimmer scale. Shield, deflection, defenses against fire attacks, defenses against gaze attacks. So I might actually, oops, I might actually put that on my main character. Because mainly he's a spellcaster, and unless we get a staff that we like immediately have to go with. And we'll just trade that off for now. Okay. Let's see. So we also have some fine small shields, but no. You wanna... There we go. Let's equip group 2. So this way we have some defensive capabilities. I think everybody else is actually wielding kind of the best that they've got. Let's go with the... More deflection, reduced accuracy. I'll keep with the fine small shield for now. Eventually I'd like to upgrade him to something a little bit more durable. What's the plus? Okay, these are enchantments. Enchanting. Unique with gold border weapons, armor, and shields can be enchanted to further increase their potency. Each enchanting recipe requires a number of specific ingredients. When you have the ingredients to perform an enchantment on an item, it will display a plus in the top right corner. Or upper left corner. So we can at the very least do fine. Reject the wheel, which I'm missing certain berries. Frighten Kith targets on crit. Or... Oh, no. Oh, that's just the Keybreaker Scepter. So, grants Misatheist. Extra defenses except for deflection. Or, let's go fine. Yeah, fine seems like a fine enchantment here. Oh, that cost a lot of money. Alright. Good to know. I wasn't exactly paying attention to that. Okay, so we got the Valeria estate, fine fashion, famous fish. Shipwrights over here. Unfortunately, I just spent most of my money. Well, what can we do? I did get another cannon. I guess I'm going to talk to this guy again.
Take your time.
And sell the stuff. Seeing as I just burnt through all my money. Oh, something here was worth a lot. I guess all the fine equipment that I was carrying around was actually worth like a decent amount. We've also got Valiant breastplates. Yeah, okay, that's pretty good equipment for some of my melee fighter type characters. Okay, what else do we have? A lot of helmets. I don't think the fine plate helms actually give me anything. I guess let's offload a little bit more. Okay, so food problem has been rectified. I just had to get rid of some of the crap. Let's see. I don't know if I need any of these. Gosha. Oh. Extra perception. So we just have a cat. Neat. We also have Rinko's earring. Well, I can't imagine we need Rinko's earring at this point. Let's get rid of that too. There we go. Money problems abated. Yeah, okay. So apart from like a couple of hiccups here, the frame rate actually has stabilized. That's good. I like this game, and I wanted to play more of it tonight.
Dora must think
I don't know if I'm
going
gonna stream it again though. This might be one of those that goes off stream and just purely on YouTube. Might mean hiatuses, but doesn't seem like people are too wild about this game. Just appreciative,
Be with you
I
in
guess.
just a... Almost had it. Damn your eyes.
The sun-scarred dwarf gingerly picks at a splinter in his thumb, murmuring.
Hazard of the work, really.
He gives up with a frustrated grunt, shaking his hand.
Came in on the sloop? I can hammer your ship together if you're apt to pay me for it.
Zamar bares his teeth and grinds them hard enough to sound over the noise of the dock. I'd like to see your goods.
Come take a look.
Okay, he steps aside to show you the contents of his crates. Okay, duel. So he's got a lot of boats, a lot of hulls, some sails and stuff, but good God, they're expensive. Wow. Well, we should probably buy, not like 50 repair supplies. 50 medical. Let's just stock up on the necessities now, instead of being a dunce. I'd like to mess with some more of these things. Is there anything else? Captain's quarters, menagerie. Like, some of these would be cool, but I'm too poor. Okay, there. So, medicine and repair are handled. We can also hire some more people, but they're pricey. Pricier. I'll mess with them later. What do we have? Can I check my crew from here? So I've got an unskilled surgeon, cannoneer, navigator, deckhand, cannoneer, boatswain. Look. Deckhand. So I could probably use a better surgeon and a better navigator, probably. That would be the one thing to maybe think about. We'll do that later, though. Hopefully I can actually do some exploration in this area and some quests, and then get back out there and, you know, maybe be able to afford things. Let's see. Well, I haven't checked the Valera estate. Let's just go in, see what people think. Probably not a good idea. Well, no one's stopping me. Lodger. Have missives of the hand occult. So it looks like... I don't mind if I do. Most of this stuff is not what I'm looking for.
That looks like something.
Not that I'm really looking for anything. Well, we get some scrolls. More books. Get the palm slats at the very least. I mean, nobody seems interested in stopping me at the very least, so I'll gladly accept.
I'm here. Let's keep quiet. I'll have this. It's done. I'll take care of this. What am my eyes being?
Okay.
I shall.
Okay, the shipwright looked like he had quests. Oh, maybe?
I'll see what I can find.
I'm here. Easy now.
So that's an interesting thing about this game. In Divinity Original Sin,
Indeed.
as long as you were outside of their cone of sight, they wouldn't even pay attention to you. But in this game, if you're near them, they can hear you. And so it's not just like you can sneak immediately behind them. Probably makes more sense. Okay, let's go down. There was a chest of drawers. There was a something. There's something right here.
I'm here. The better part of valor.
They're part of Valor, my butt. This man's in the way. Well, doesn't look like I can do anything about it. I assume if you have like a much higher stealth skill, I can get through. Maybe? Okay, so what do we have here? Random food. They don't stop me from just kleptoing everything. I'm glad some amount of video game logic persists. Okay, so we've got the Valeras. Let's talk to them.
Ah, a new face in the Valera holds.
The red... Oh, Otello Valera's face is lined and weary, but his coat is tidily buttoned, his posture faultless. The Red Prince at your service.
Courtly manners are welcome here.
He inclines his head.
My time is not inexhaustible, but I am willing to spare it.
He opens his palms and invites you to continue.
What can I do for you?
What does your family do for the Valian Trading Company? No, this doesn't seem that interesting.
I'm here.
A
What
new
about him?
face to the Valera halls. And aren't we all so excited to see you? I always make time for chatter.
No, it seems like these characters are just kind of lore-ish.
Of course.
I don't want to just be like super dismissive of things, but I also like would like to get a move on.
Easy now. I'll handle this.
Failing commonware, not that interested.
I'll take
Stone joint, yeah, whatever that is. Yoink.
Indeed.
Yeah, so I'm probably gonna start pumping health as much as possible. Or not health, stealth, as much as possible for, can I get this one? Lock difficulty,
I know
total
just
mechanics.
I've done
Alright.
it. Shall we rest?
Trap triggered concussion. Worth it. I gotta work on my perception stat, though. That is one thing I am lacking in spades. Well, nobody knows I'm here, so I'm just gonna sneaky sneak everything. I've robbed these people. Yeah, health and stealth. Perception and stealth. I don't know. I'll do whatever. Let's keep going along. I just I want to klepto everything because this is one of those games without carrying capacity, so that means the more loot I have, the more I can just offload it on people. And since most of it is just pure garbage, yeah, why not? Nothing to stop me. Because I can just offload it on a merchant. Like, some games will have stuff flagged automatically, and it's like, this was stolen. And you're like, how do you know? Like, is there just like a marker? Okay, let's not bother with those. The map Emporium sounds good. Weapons and armor. Back alley would be interesting. Road north. Adramil. Road east. Wild Mare. Valian Trading Company headquarters. So we want to head there, but let's check the
Where is my postinago of a brother? You there? Have you seen Laro Badato?
Okay, should probably talk to her.
Madico, where is that spoiled brat?
A woman in fine clothes clutches a ledger in both hands. She searches the faces of passersby, settling on yours with an uncertain frown. Are you all right?
I'm trying to be the responsible one in the family, and it's a heavy burden. Laro is past due for a company meeting. Mother wants me to drag the elusive louse back by his ear.
She tucks the book under her arm.
Must be nice to be a layabout. Uncle Angbert would have tanned my hide.
Adair seems pleased.
Fuck. I am angry and jealous in equal measure. You'd think this district was a maze, the way he manages to hide.
She glances over your shoulder and sighs, then looks back at you with sudden recognition.
Fuck. A face from the motherland is a welcome sight. If you desire to get in the graces of the Valian Trading Company, we can help each other.
How can I help?
Could I persuade you to watch out for Laro? I'd pay generously for your trouble.
Study her hands. Nara's been digging her nails into her ledger, leaving crescent moon-shaped impressions in the binding. She notices your interest and holds the book protectively close.
I'm concerned because Laro tends to feud with Orso, one of the local Valera rats.
What do you mean by a Valera rat?
The Valeras, a brood of sea vermin playing at nobility.
She hefts her ledger as if to bring it down on a
We
pest.
squabble and compete, but Laro, the pastinago, takes it too far.
Okay, well, if I happen across Laro, I'll let you know.
Would you? I'll be waiting at the estate in case he happens to return.
Nara thumbs over her shoulder.
Laro and his miscreant friends carouse at the tavern, the falls above the Adra Mill, and the southwestern bridge. If you see him, tell Laro to get his good-for-nothing ass back home.
Well, we do have this thing with chasing a rogue god to the ends of Aora, but I guess if it's on the way.
Come on, Adair. You were here for the last game. You should know this better than I do. Anyway, so... Nope, that's the Adra Mill. Ah, the Map Emporium. I want to see if I can buy some maps. Because if I know where stuff is, then I don't waste as much time sailing around looking for nothing.
Oh, hello. Welcome to my shop. It's such a pleasure to see a new face.
Sansa bounces back on his heels, a wide grin plastered on his worn face.
How might I assist you?
Certainly,
certainly. It would be my pleasure.
Okay, so I could look at more things. So we got grimoires, Eldritch Aim, minor missiles, bunch of little goodies. What about the snakeskin grimoire? I'm not really sure how many of these are actually useful. We could use the spyglass, but it's ridiculously expensive. I thought he'd have maps. He doesn't have a single map. I'm actually kind of disappointed. Because I was really hoping he would have a map that I could actually, like, you know, reveal the... That is such a wasted opportunity. Oh well.
Easy now.
Yep, okay, so the dog is a, Okay, but yeah, there's no way you can get into that. Even if you wanted to, he's got way too much of a perception radius anyway. Oh, in that case, I should probably find out where the brother is and then head for the Valiant Trading Company. Fortunately, this game makes me sleepy. Then again, I don't sleep. Well, no, I slept okay. So let's maybe... Here's what I'm gonna do. Southwestern Bridge.
Today with the Valiant and Rawatans.
Something about luminous Adra.
A giant made of luminous Adra.
All I know is that they're all at each other's throats up there.
Oh. Someone's coming. Oh. Whole party should probably get up there.
Captain.
There is something going on underneath the waterfall. And I don't think I should have, like, one... I don't think I should just have one party member for that section. Clearly, you need to kill the mapless map maker and his dog. Seriously, like, you really think you should be able to buy maps in this game? Maybe a little bit pricey, but it's just like, yeah, here's where the cool stuff is. Treasure maps and stuff.
Aye, aye.
Against the backdrop of jeering youths, a young woman raises her arms with an air of practiced drama. Before her, two men stand across from each other. I love this wheel. It looks really cool. So two men stand across from each other, mirroring scowls.
You both attest that you have made all possible efforts to come to a peaceful...
The woman trails off as you approach, and you find yourself the sudden target of the crowd's attention.
Who is this Nasenale? How many cousins do you have, or so?
Postinago. Does that look like any cousin of mine?
How should I know? Your kin lie with eels.
Orso glares at Laro, bites back whatever insult he had at the ready.
We have business. What do you want?
Business, please. I know a formal challenge when I see one.
Psst. What's your words of? You want the Juana to know we're dueling?
My bad so to the tribals. We should be free to settle matters on Valiant terms.
Orso glances in your direction with annoyance.
Small wonder the old empire collapsed in civil strife if this is the Valiant way.
And how do your colonies fare, Adiran?
Let's see. I suppose you have a good reason for this duel?
This street thug called my family a warren of corrupt inbreds. But is there a dung heap in all the world that does not have a little Valera cousin scratching through it?
That wolf he calls mother would have us live out our days polishing Bardato silver.
Okay. How about... do we do bluff 5? How about... is this slight worth one of your lives?
Ak, this is but one chapter in a long anthology of Bardato arrogance.
Arrogance? Per complancanet, you should thank me for my patience.
Does this have to be settled by death? Surely there are better alternatives.
Nothing less than the total disgrace of the Valeras would satisfy me.
Then you will die unfulfilled.
Let's see. I like diplomacy and aristocrat. Anyone can kill. Fighting to the first blood would be enough to prove who's the better man. The pair of duelists eye each other warily.
I was the one who suggested fisticuffs, but you were eager to cut me open.
To first blood, then. Shall we resume?
The duelists square off and tentatively circle each other. Stocky Orso moves with heavy strides, while Lara takes precise measured steps. Let's see. Insight or streetwise. So, the duelists... okay, we've done that. The duelist seconds bring forth their weapons. Let's see. Study each of the opponents, or... let's do streetwise. Okay, streetwise. Watcher only can check. Oh. Perception. Well, I'm a little bit better with this one. Or insight. Success. Okay. Cannot do that, so let's watch quietly for now. Once the swords are delivered to their respective bearers, the seconds back away in melancholy silence. The duelists cross their swords and bow in salute. The tranquil moment ends with a burst of motion. Let's see. Despite their difference in size, the duelists seem evenly matched. Orso doesn't settle on established form, but he keeps pace with Laro's aggressive strikes. So I can distract them. Let's watch a little longer. Orso and Laro trade fierce jabs, giving up any pretense of playing the crowd. A hard downguard thrust sends Laro's blade clattering to the ground. Orso hovers over Laro, a grin slowly taking form. He raises his blade and points it in his opponent's heart. This is supposed to be a fight to first blood, but mercy is the farthest thing from the minds of the combatants. Let's see. So I could do Resolve or Shield Laro. How about cast a shield around Laro? A glowing arcane shield manifests around Laro. When it fades, Orso shrugs and slices Laro across his cheekbone. Laro falls to his knees, clutching his face.
Not so pretty anymore, Postenago.
Congratulations on a nearly bloodless victory.
This does not end here, Valera dog.
Laro wipes away the line of blood and casts it to the ground.
Just make sure the other Bardatos learn from your example.
Orso nods and signals for his attendant to depart. Did he... Okay. So now we can go back and deal with the whole feud situation. It doesn't seem like Laro's around. He just poofed. I guess we should probably go talk to the sister, but it looks like this is something that I should maybe investigate a little bit more. It was an interesting situation. Nonetheless, okay. Ever the Bright. I guess let's just go into the Valera state for a second. And we'll just go talk to the Valerans. I guess I'm going to get into the middle of a, well... Jeez, what would it be? I guess a family feud? The idea of family feuds are hilarious to me, like, family honor and whatnot. But maybe it's because I come from a particularly... I'm not going to say a dishonorable family. But most definitely not a, like, a particularly... Man, I don't even know how to describe my family. Yes? I just come from, like, a whatever family. Alright, let's talk to these guys.
You I hear you witness from the beyond. Unfortunate exchange behind the Adra Mill.
Sorry, I was going to skip ahead a bit, but you kept Laro and Orso from the beyond. We could use such a mediator.
Martina has need of muscle and brains outside of the Valera house.
Tell me about the job.
Let me take point on this one, Father.
Okay, Martino pats Otello on the back and turns to you with a more severe, business-like expression.
Some royal Deadfire crews have lately taken to pirate hunting. One such crew has been boasting of their victories near the Wild Mare, singing their Rauatai songs and making our clients anxious. Hunting Principe dogs is our business. With all these problems with the Bardatos, now is not the time for competition from the Brass Citadel. It would be better if they took their business elsewhere.
When Otello isn't looking, Martino draws his thumb across his throat.
You could always start shooting the shit out of one another and leave good Deadfire folk be. Just a suggestion.
I'll talk to these sailors for you. I need to get some insight.
Perfito. I am sure the words of the Great Watcher will save the day.
Martino punctuates his sing-song mockery with an exaggerated sigh.
Make sure those royal bastards understand the Queen's birth is Valera territory.
Alright.
Adu, what brings you to the whole of the Valeras?
You're having some kind of trouble with the family next door?
The Bardato Bank shuts us out of investments and stifles our finances. This is the richest prospect on Iora, but we cannot grow our family business.
Can't make coin at the expense of others? Now that's a crying shame.
If you know a better way of squeezing profit out of these islands, I'm open to hearing it. Ezali is a rich thug, and someday she will get what's coming to her.
I want to talk to you about the Bardatos.
If we must. What is it?
I think your family should consider a truce.
Shoddery. Our disagreements are beyond the point of shaking hands. This is not your feud. If anything, I question her interest.
You're a businessman. You would know if my investment was false.
You have little to gain by peace between our families, but you speak as if you might. You want to help? Convince Ezali to negotiate. She ignores my invitations. Until then, leave me be.
Alright, well, I guess I get to broker a truce between two sort of, not sort of, mob families. I don't know. Why not? Let's see. So they're directly next door. I was just like, well, I'm just gonna loot one of these and then, you know, go on and do some side quests, and then the answer is no. Looting both of these houses, not only for the experience and reward of bringing them together, but also all of their available worldly possessions. I mean, I guess it works out. Anyway, the Bardato estate is, wow, they share a wall. Yeah, go figure. Is not exactly enough geographic isolation to avoid hating each other. Maybe? I don't know. We've got loud neighbors, and I don't like them that much. They're okay. They're not usually that loud, but sometimes they'll watch movies until like 5 a.m. and I'm like, please don't do that.
Okay.
Then again, I do the same thing very occasionally. don't leave the volume on high. I don't even know if they were awake. They just left it on. It's like, ah.
Yes? The better part of that. I'll have this. There we are.
Plenty sneaky.
I'll have.
And we get, ooh, Silver Luce. Perfect.
Indeed.
Hello. What do we have up here?
The newcomer. I thought you might visit.
Yeah, so we've got that, but I can't get in. So we got to talk to Azali, but I should probably go find, where's the, was it Nera? I think it was Nera.
Laro has returned to the estate intact. Perfetto. Too much Bardato blood has been spilled in the name of Vengiata.
I get the feeling that there's still some unfinished business.
Fuck. Nothing has been solved, only delayed. Here, for your discretion.
She passes you a pouch of coins and adds a short mark to her ledger before snapping it shut.
You have not met Mother, have you?
Nera thumbs her chin, leaving a spot of ink behind.
I'm certain she'll have work for someone invested in the family.
Okay, now we go talk to Mame. Hello.
Lady Azali Bardato. Custom dictates, I say, at your service. But I have not the time for such lies.
She regards you with a cool expression, but stands with a fighter's poise.
You saw my son dueling with the Valera boy. At least he survives to learn from his mistakes. Those who aid my blood profit by it.
Azali produces a purse from her desk drawer and tosses it in your direction.
When Valera and Bardato cross each other, only blood and sorrow remain.
Azali sighs, her gaze turning away. Do you see your families ever making peace?
Perhaps in time, if great Wodica judges us worthy of supporting the company. Word has spread fast about the little spectacle at the docks. You've certainly caught everyone's attention. Perhaps the Watcher of Cadnua and House Bardato can help one another.
What is it you want?
Queen's Beth whispers of a Valera plot against my family. Something grander than pointless duels. You are a newcomer to the Deadfire, uniquely positioned to loosen Valera tongues.
She taps her chin and regards you thoughtfully.
Zilli Valera strums a lute by the watchtowers. A meek-tempered boy. Fonder of song and drink than the family business. He might spill something of his family's affairs.
What if there's no plot against the Bardatos?
Then I will sleep better at night.
Azali shrugs, her brow furrows.
My hopes do not hinge on being proven right at every turn.
I'll go and see what I can get out of Zilli Valera.
Try not to alert the Valeras of our knowledge. That is the point of involving an outside agent.
You notice something unusual. Your attention is drawn to Azali's desk. Among the assorted ledgers and documents sits a brass seal, still dripping with heated wax. The drippings have dried into an almond-shaped pattern, which resembles the shape of an eye fringed with bird feathers. A nictating membrane flicks across its surface in a barely perceptible wink.
Are you still with me?
Azali breaks her focus by waving her hand in front of your face. She glances between you and her tidy desk, frowning. Sorry, I lost focus for a moment.
Well, I will endeavor to hold your interest next time.
Why are the Bardatos and Valera feuding?
Because we do not belong in the same business. The Valeras are opportunists reaping the rewards of happenstance. They're little better than the pirates they're charged with slaying.
Better is self-deception, mayhaps.
About this feud with the Valera family.
Bertello doesn't make my affairs any easier with his wayward ambitions.
I spoke to Attila Valera. He's ready to negotiate if you're willing to meet at his estate.
His brood threatens open bloodshed in the streets, and he thinks...
Azali stops herself, taking a breath.
Delusional little snake. Fine. But you can assure him that I won't be alone. Go on then. Let him know, before I change my mind.